So, we're here at the Amalienburg Palace, and as you can see, it's very well guarded. A couple guys back there, guy across the street, it's all sorts of guys everywhere. We're in like this kind of, I would call it a square, but it's like a circle actually. But right there, that's the Amalienburg Palace. Palace or... yeah, I think it's called the Palace. But it's where the royal family lives, like actually lives. So that's cool. And we're gonna go inside, I think, take a tour of it. And so yeah, should be fun. And here's the rest of this square circle. There's like 4 massive buildings. I think they're all probably for important people. So we're walking through the King's Garden right now. To Amalienburg. We got tickets, but it's actually cheaper to get joint tickets between Amalienburg and Rosenborg Palace. So we get to see both of those today. So the guy said we should probably go see Rosenborg Palace first because it closes at 2 o'clock. Because this country is weird like that. But so we're wandering over there. We get to walk through King's Garden, and maybe you can see the spires of the Rosenborg Palace over there if we take a look. Maybe a little bit. So you'll get to see it up closer when we get there. Here is a better view of Rosenborg Palace. Pretty stinking cool. Yeah. So, we made it to the palace here, and we got here just in time to see the changing of the guards for the crown jewels. So that's pretty cool. We're about to head inside now and see what we can see. So, even just the first room of this castle is crazy. Like, if you look up on the ceiling, all sorts of paintings. Look on the walls, oil paintings everywhere. Here is, assuming that's one of the kings. There's fancy decorative things too, like so. It's all really cool and really crazy. Here's another room full of more crazy stuff. The roof is painted here too. So, in this palace, there's a room where the walls are made entirely of mirrors. So, yeah, completely unnecessary, but also really cool. Even the roof is made of mirrors, and a little bit of the floor. It's ridiculous, but really cool. So, looks like we're in the throne room now, because 2 massive ornate thrones. They're pretty crazy looking. But if it wasn't cool enough to do that and be the king, you know, then you have giant, like life-size silver lions all sitting in front of your throne. Because why not? You're the king. You can do what you want. We have now entered the treasury. I don't know if you can tell, but there's an enormous amount of treasure in here. Like maybe little golden figurines. I don't even know what those are for. Big barrels of something. Armor, guns, swords, more guns, even wine. Treasury is cool. So apparently the king likes ivory. Lots and lots of ivory. lot of dead elephant in this room, but it's all like incredibly crafted. Also, amber. That's a Danish thing too, apparently. Lots of amber. This entire box is covered in amber. And also this entire cabinet is filled with amber things. Also, it's insane. If you ever wanted to see a real life crown, here it is. This is a crown that belonged to Christian IV, who was a king of Denmark. And it's not even the current crown. There's two more fancy ones further down that are, believe the current crown jewels. We went to the Amalienburg Museum, and there wasn't a whole lot of crazy stuff there. There's a few rooms that were like the studies of the different kings or queens, and they were kind of left as they were once they died, and so they put it into this museum setting. So it was kind of cool to look through and see the different little personal bits of a couple of the different monarchs there. And we followed around a school tour, so we got a little bit of extra information on top of it. So that was good. And it was like 3 o'clock when we finished there, and so we didn't really know what to do. And we stumbled across an amber museum. So I'll show you a couple of the pieces here. So here's one. They've got it backlit and magnified so that you can see what's in it, but that is a cockroach inside of that piece of amber. And if you didn't know, amber is basically petrified tree sap, so it's leaked out of trees and then hardened and is now basically a jewel at this point. So here's another one. There's supposed to be a mosquito and a fly in there. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll look at a different one here maybe. This one has got a wasp in it. It's a very cool little museum that we managed to stumble across. So here is an entire ship made of amber. Crazy amount of work. Here's another one. You can see all the individual bits.
They're not even like just like carved into that. It's tiny blocks of amber all put together.
Yeah.
Like a Lego piece.
Here's another box. These are kind of like the things that were in the treasure trove thing at that other palace there. There's a cup. And interesting fact we just learned: amber actually burns and smells like pine because it's just like pine sap, but I didn't know that it burned. So there you go. Hopefully you learned something new today. We just ate a traditional Danish food, sausage and chocolate milk from a street vendor. And I'm not making this up, it's apparently a fairly common thing.
You don't mix them though.
No, you just eat them and then drink it separately, but still. So that was really good. Now we're gonna get some churros, because it's kind of chilly and churros are good and warm. So we made it back to the flat. Just gonna relax for the evening. Tomorrow's our last day in Copenhagen. We fly out at 10:30, something like that. So at night. So we have a full day here. So we're gonna go see the rest of the Christiansborg Palace, and perhaps there's a sculpture museum that's right nearby, and I think it's free on Wednesdays, so we might go there too. And after that, we're not really sure, but we'll have to get to the airport at some point by 8 o'clock at the latest, so work our way there too. And who knows, wandering around we might find something interesting to do in the meantime. But until tomorrow, I say good night. Kira, what do you say?
No.
Bye-bye.